Hello, people. Let's jank. Yes. Hope you can hear me. You should be hearing me, I think. I hope. Okay. All right. Normally this would be the final stream that we will be doing, but I don't think I can put everything in this stream. So let's just start and see what we can do, and then see from there if we might do another one. Before we start with the jank and stuff, I would say let's start with the final strategy against Emerald. I guess that's a good start. Should be the safe. Yes. Wait. Refresh the page here real quick. Okay. Alright, okay. Sure. Okay. I thought something was not right, but all good. Oh, there he is. Let's try. For this strategy to work, all you need is to get first turn, but this is not possible here. This might take a few tries, because you need to have the first turn for the strategy to work. And Emerald is pretty fast. And since your ATB at the start of a battle is kind of randomized where it starts, you need to hope for a good ATB. And mine was pretty bad. And Emerald is very fast, so let's try again. And my ATB is terrible. That's a terrible ATB. No way you can get your turn first there. And the bad thing is, every time you don't get first turn, you go back, heal yourself, and then search for him again. I guess that's the only bad thing about this strategy. Needing to get first turn, and if you don't, you just have to go back and heal yourself. Let's see. Even worse ATB. Thank you, Emerald. Yes, Mikhail made a useless invitation. Looks funny, yes. Can you run, please? Please run. Hello? Run from the battle. You idiot. Stop jumping back and forth and run. Hello? Don't die. Thank you. What an idiot. Yeah, that looked ridiculous. It's part of the strategy, to be honest. But I don't want to spoil it. So, let's just hope to get the first turn here. Still bad ATB. The ATB needs to be like at the, not completely at the right, but it should be very close. It needs to be to the closest right way it can be. The sentence didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. We need to hope for the best ATB start that is possible. And now he is not even showing up. And the music bug. This version sucks. It's horrible. Come on now. What is this ATB? Are you serious? Please run. Thank you. I guess I will use the ×3 thing to make this a bit faster, since it takes 8 years or something. Come on. Yes, this looks good. Come on, first turn, first turn. Yes, we did it. So this is the strategy. You need to have the first turn and queue up Omni Slash. Now he attacks us. And we counter that attack with Omni Slash. Again. And you know what? Omni Slash is so nice. Let's just do it again. Yeah, this looks more fun than Knights of the Round, that's for sure. This is more fun than that. Did I say we do it again, by the way? This is the true Omni Slash party. How many times do you want to use Omni Slash? The answer is yes. Yeah, if the people decide at the end of the story that they don't want to come back and Clod is all alone, he just does everything on his own. One-man army. Omni Slash everything. That 20-minute timer is so scary, by the way. I'm very afraid. Hold my Omni Slash. Another one? Nope, that's it. He is dead. It could be that there was actually another Omni Slash in the queue, but he was already dead, so no need for another one. Yeah, this is the Omni Slash strategy. This is pretty fun. All you need is first turn, as I said. Of course, you could potentially win even if he gets the first turn, but knowing Ultima Weapon and the when your HP is low, Ultima Weapon also does low damage. So that's a risk that you might not do enough damage to kill him because he has 1,000,000 HP. So better go for first turn. And if you get the first turn, then it's basically a free win. The strategy is this. You have 8 sets of counter and mime. And yes, I know it looks crazy to have mastered this all, but this actually does not take too much time to level up if you do it correct. If you go into the crater and farm magic pots and movers, and you use the Apocalypse weapon for Cloud and the scimitar for Cid with the triple growth weapons, then this goes pretty quick. I mean, it still costs like 20-30 minutes, but that's nothing. So yeah, for the last stream I prepared this save, had my first turn against Emerald, I won, but I sadly saved afterwards. So I mastered all of these materia for nothing. So I had to go into a different save and master all of them again. This works because this materia says that you counter with whatever you have next to it. And we have mime next to it. So if you start the first turn with Omnislash, then the next turn is Emerald's turn. He will attack you. And since this is mastered, it is 100% guaranteed that you will counter. And you counter with mime. And what does mime do? Mime does copy the attack that you did before it. And we Omnislashed. So he will counter with Omnislash. And we have 8 sets of this, so you will counter one attack from him with 8 Omnislashes. And you also have the first Omnislash, which is him getting 9 Omnislashes. So this is pretty safe. You just need to get first turn. Then I gave myself the Curse Ring for extra stat boosts. For the armor, only Wizard Bracelet works. So you need to equip the Wizard Bracelet. There is no other armor that has 8 slots which has all of them connected. There's like the Eden Code, it has 7, but nothing is connected. This has 6 only. I don't know if 7 sets are enough. I think Tifa has the Precious Watch, yeah, which is what we got from Chocobo Racing, but none of them are connected, so this does not work. It only works with Wizard Bracelet. For Cloud, you could also use Enhanced Sword, this, but it has pretty weak stats, so I went with Omnislash. Though I tried with Enhanced Sword, but my damage was too low. After 9 Omnislashes, he was still alive, and then he killed me. So I guess Ultima Weapon is the best for this. Alright, I won't save, we just quit, and now let's start with the jank part. I mean, most of the stuff that I will show includes jank, but not everything. The first 2 are actually nothing involved with jank, but it is something that most people never saw in their game. We will be recruiting Yuffie and Vincent with Tifa, since most people will recruit Yuffie and Vincent with Cloud in their party. Yeah, most people will always recruit Yuffie with Cloud, and Vincent too. but you can actually also recruit them into the party with Tifa. So the text boxes should be different. So I thought, let's show this off. I mean, the first time you can recruit Yuffie is in Junon. So having Cid in the party and Cid saying something is pretty rare, since you get him very last. So him saying, "Who's that kid?" I don't think I ever read that before. This is the same. I guess I will read this. Yeah. She actually says, "Hey boobs," to Tifa if you try to recruit her with Tifa. I don't know what to reply here. Is this different from Cloud? I'm not sure. I guess we say don't fight. Yeah, this is the same, I think. Petrified. Okay, this is the same. This is also the same. I think the "yeah, so" is also different here. Wait a second. That's right. And come on, let's hurry. Okay, so nothing really changed here for recruiting Yuffie. The only thing different is that she calls Tifa boobs. And yeah, I guess that's worth it to show off. And now, let's recruit the better character, Vincent. Let's see what Tifa says to him. Because with Cloud, they talk about Sephiroth and everything. But, I mean, yes, sure, Tifa has also moments with Sephiroth, but now I'm curious to see what Tifa actually says to Vincent here. I could turn off the the battles. I will probably use the cheats more, like ×3, so it goes faster when there are things dragging on. All right, let's see. Let's recruit Vincent with Tifa. You were having a nightmare. I think Cloud also says this, but I'm not sure. I woke you up. You ought to be thanking me. This is interesting. Barret steps up here for Tifa. I do not remember anyone stepping up for Cloud when he recruits Vincent. So because Tifa is the leader here, and coincidentally I have Barret in my team, he actually steps up. That's pretty cool. Also, that pose of Tifa is kind of weird. What's he talking about? That's for sure. Talk about Sephiroth. Just like you said, this mansion is the start of a nightmare. This is the same as Cloud. No, not a dream, it's reality. Sephiroth has lost his mind. He found the secrets hidden in this mansion. I think those were the same. Just the start was a bit different. Now she explains everything. Now it's your turn, yes. Hey, you lion white-faced. He steps up again. Okay, crazy. Now we speak to him again. Who are you? At least tell us your name, yes. Good old Vincent. The Turks. Tifa, formerly of the Avalanche. True, because he also asks about the character, and since we are not Cloud. Ex-Avalanche, then you wouldn't know Lucretia. This is cool. I don't know what he says, what Cloud said. Ex-soldier, probably. And then Vincent probably said, then you might know Lucretia. But since she says she's from Avalanche, and he says ex-Avalanche, then you wouldn't know Lucretia. This is also different. Avalanche wasn't torn apart. I don't know why Tifa says ex-Avalanche though. She said she's from Avalanche formerly, but why? This is all the same. So you started sleeping in a box. Give me a break. Barret again. The third time stepping up. I wonder though if any other character would also step up here. And yeah, you're right. If you somehow skip naming Cloud, he will be named forever ex-soldier. And the same goes for Aerith. If you skip that, it's Aerith. I mean, the game, when you meet Aerith, the game auto-translates it to Aerith with S. But if you skip naming her, it is actually Aerith. That's why Aerith with TH is the right pronunciation instead of Aerith. And if you skip naming Cait Sith, this is also interesting. If you skip naming Cait Sith's name will be Cloud. Because Vincent and Cait Sith, they have the same memory for young Cloud and Sephiroth from the flashback. So if you skip naming Cait Sith, he will be named Cloud. And if you could skip naming Vincent, which doesn't work since you can only meet him here, then he might have the name Sephiroth, but since that doesn't work. Okay, let's quit and try the same with Cid, and this time I will put different characters in my party. I believe nobody will step up for Cid, but I might be mistaken. Let's take Barret out and put Sith here. See what he does. This is also something I probably never did. Recruiting Yuffie with Cid. Are you still alive? Why? What does Cait Sith say here? Who do you think she is? I don't recognize her face. Okay. Hey, you bow-legged old man. Give me another chance, I'll fight ya. Give her a lickin'. What? That sounds a bit sus, not gonna lie. What do I reply here? Forget it? This is different. You're pretty scared of me, huh? Something like that? You're wasting your time. It does not say petrified. For Cloud and Tifa it says petrified, but for Cid it says something like that. Okay. Did she just say loser? I skipped that too fast. No, she said later, I guess. I'm really gonna leave, I mean it. Go then. Hold on. That's right. Come on or we will leave you. Okay, the text boxes for Cid are much more different than for Tifa. Which is cool, I guess. But this was already worth showing off. Yeah, give her a lickin' is a bit weird. I don't know the term. But now let's recruit Vincent with Cid. This I probably have never done. Well, Cid is used to say weird words, actually. I will not say the word here in stream, but there's also a word for his butt in a text box, so yeah. Okay, so what happens here? You were having a nightmare? Yes. Oh, does the second character always say something? If so, then I never noticed, I think. You don't look good. What the hell are you saying? It's starting to look that way. Sephiroth's gone nuts. He found a ton of secrets hidden in this mansion. Cloud and Cid have the same animation there, which is nice. Now Cid explains everything. Now it's your turn. At least say your name. Turks. Cid, formerly of the Space Program Department. Why does everyone say formerly? And yeah, maybe I should have switched Cait Sith with Red XIII there, since he is also Shinra. But do I want to restart this? I mean, why not? It's kind of interesting to know. But everyone says formerly. Like Cloud says ex-soldier. Okay, he's formerly a soldier, that makes sense. But Avalanche is still Avalanche, so why does Tifa say ex-Avalanche? And why does he say he is formerly from the Space Program Department? I mean, yes, he's not for working for Shinra anymore, but it's still a bit weird. Now Vincent said, you worked for Shinra, so you know Lucretia. No idea. Everyone's saying that isn't Jenova Sephiroth's mother? Also pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess the word formally is always there. So this, I don't know about this, since does Cid know who Hojo is? Apparently he does. Then let me reload the save and put Cait Sith in my second slot for characters. True, maybe Palmer told him. Let's put Cait Sith in the second slot and see what he says. I don't know about you, but this is already pretty interesting. Since whenever I play this game, I recruit Yuffie and Vincent as soon as I can, which is always with Clod, so actually seeing different text boxes is nice. So what does Cait Sith say? If he even says something. Maybe Barret steps in again. Aren't you glad you woke up? That's all he says. Was this worth it? I don't know. Well, now we can skip all this. Okay. Alright. That's recruiting Vincent and Yuffie with Cid and Tifa. Now for the next part. This will be a long one. So you really need to stick with me here. Keck, as always, disappointing. Yeah. Okay. Listen well while I explain this, because this is a pretty interesting save file I have right here, and you really need to follow the steps to understand everything. This will take a while. Okay, so what is this save file here? In this save file, I have Yuffie in my party. I guess I have to put her in the middle, yeah. Yes, this is where diamond weapon attacks. For this thing to work, I will show you. You cannot have done the Yuffie side quest yet. So, when diamond weapon attacks, until this point, you should not have done the Yuffie side quest yet for this to work. So that's the most important thing, that you haven't done the Yuffie side quest yet, and that diamond weapon is on the map. And now we go into the farm. Do I have enough money? Yes, okay. We go into the farm and we will buy ourselves a stable. Just let me buy the stable. Thanks. Okay, now we have bought a stable. And now we are going to catch ourselves a chocobo. Alright, we got the chocobo. Now we get off the chocobo and we send him to the stable. Alright, that's done. Now we take the high wind. Let the jank begin. We take the high wind and we go to the desert. Or let me show you first here. Diamond Weapon is attacking Midgar. There he is. He needs to be on the map here, and you have not done the Yuffie side quest. We catched Chocobo, and now we will catch another one. But that one we will catch here. I hope I can do this right. Why are you so weak, Red? Okay. So, we catched us a second chocobo. Wait, let me read first. Yeah, true. If you look at the map, if you point the cannon east, it would still hit Wutai. So, yeah, good question, but there's a lot of story-related questions that you can have. Okay, so we have a chocobo, and the chocobo is in our stable. Then we caught a second chocobo, and now we will go line up here. Try to go into the desert. The chocobo won't be able to. Okay. Now we need to move into the desert and get off the chocobo at the same time. Let's see if I can do it. Wait, maybe line up here. Okay. Now get off the chocobo and move into the desert at the same time. Okay, I don't know if it worked. The chocobo is stuck there, I am stuck there, and now I press away the text box, and now I can move, and you can see this is not looking right already. The jank is beginning. Yeah, normally, if you get off the chocobo would normally run away, but because we janked it... Oh no, I moved around too much. No! I think I messed it up now. Yeah, I have to redo it. Ah! Yeah, I should have just continued and not move around too much. Now we need to do it again. Well, more content. Revenge of the jank, yes. It was stupid. Sorry, I have to buy a stable again. I will do this faster here. I was so happy that it actually worked first try. That I moved around too much and then I noticed, oh, wait. I can get into a fight, which, yeah, should not happen. Okay, let's catch 2 more chocobos here. Yeah, and fight. I can deactivate the fights, true. Now get off the chocobo, put it in the stable, go to the desert. Park the high wind here. Catch another chocobo. That's not a chocobo. Did you just kill Red 13? Okay, the Death Joker missed. Good. And now we don't get the chocobo fight. Maybe here. Come on, game. Thank you. Nice crit. I already deactivate the fights, so it doesn't happen again. Okay, we caught the chocobo. Nice. Now we line up here at the desert again. I think it was here. Okay, now we need to get off the chocobo and move into the desert at the same time. Ah, I can't do it now. I didn't make it. Cool. Do it again. This is so stupid, really. Well, this just underlines more that we probably won't be finishing everything that I have to show you. So we will have more streams, I guess. We got the chocobo, get off, send it to the stables. More content hype. Yeah, true, but we want to see jank, so I hope I can get it now. I was too excited that the first jank worked, that I ran around too much. I wasn't expecting it to work immediately. It's a weird encounter. I don't think I ever got this. Interesting. Kill it, please. Okay. Alright, please. We line him up here. Come on. Why is this so difficult now? I did it before. Can't believe it, it's not working. Come on. It can't be that bad. Why can't I do it anymore? Okay, I think I got it. Okay, we skip this text box, and now Cloud has the jank movement. Okay. I can't get into a fight. It's closed. You see, Cloud has a jank movement. Okay. Now, what do I do next? We go into the menu, because you can do that, and then we save. Where do I save this? I save this... Game 2, save 15. Okay. Now we quit off the game. Meanwhile, in Midgar, everyone is dying from Diamond Weapons attack. Yeah, who cares? We are glitching here. Okay, we load the save file. And now you can see the Chocobo is still on the map. Which should normally not be, because if you get off a Chocobo, it immediately runs away. But now it's glitched on the world map. What was next? I think now we run to the High Wind. And we go to the farm. And we are going to ride the Chocobo we collected before. The one that we put into the stables. We get off the High Wind, we go in here. Riding Chocobos. Oh, my stable is empty. Yeah, true. Moving Chocobos. First we have to move a Chocobo into the stable. Oh, he doesn't seem so happy, but he will be. So let's put him in. A female name, I don't know. I guess we can name you... Glitch. It's all about glitches. Just name her Glitch. Now we ride her. Giddy up. And now we have activated the double Chocobo glitch. We are 2 Chocobos right now, as you can see. Now we go into the High Wind with the double Chocobo glitch. Now we go to Wutai. Again, as I said, you can have Yuffie in your party, but you are not... You should not have done the Yuffie side quest yet. So we fly over to Wutai. We can park the High Wind here somewhere. There. let's park it here. We still have the double chocobo glitch, and now we get off one chocobo. And now we are a chocobo. We are a chocobo. We have become the glitch. Alright, so what next? We get off one chocobo. We run as the chocobo up here. Now this cutscene starts. Because we haven't done the Yuffie side quest yet. Yuffie comes in, steals all our materia. So let's kill these enemies here real quick. I can activate cheats, so I have infinite limit breaks. Okay, good. Okay. Now, as you can see, we are back at the farm. Our high wind is all the way in Wutai, and normally we would be stuck here because we have no way to go to Wutai without the high wind. But wouldn't you know, we have Diamond Weapon on the world map. So we go all the way to Diamond Weapon now, and we fight Diamond Weapon. With no materia, because Yuffie stole all our materia. I think I gave Yuffie a single materia though, so she has that, but yeah, now we go fight Diamond Weapon without materia, which can actually be pretty tough. I should give myself some good armor, like the Imperial Guard. Power wrist. Yeah, let's see. Does anyone have better weapons? I don't think so. Yeah, challenge accepted, though I think I will just spam limit breaks here, so we can go through this, because this will take a while. Even if I only spam limit breaks, this will take a while, so... we will be just spamming limit breaks here. And fast forward everything. You see how long this takes? I'm only spamming limit breaks and this takes years. Come on, Diamond Weapon, die. Okay, he is dead. We get the experience, okay. Now the cutscene is playing and there's Yuffie's music in the background and some weird scratch noises, but yeah, the PlayStation 5 version is so bad of this game anyway, and when you do glitches on it, it's even worse. So Now we have some cutscenes here that we can skip. Because now that we have defeated Diamond Weapon, what is that noise in the background? That was weird. I don't think I ever heard that. True. The ending of Mega Man 7, it kind of looked like that, with Cloud walking away, just without the flames. Also, the wrong music is playing here. This is also poorly made, really. This is not the right music playing. Now we have some cutscenes that we can skip, so I hope the game isn't too loud. I hope you can still hear me. All good? Okay, thanks. I still haven't said why we are doing this in the first place. This is not just because you can do this as a jank. This actually has a very good purpose why we are doing this. Yeah, at least the music in this moment is correct. The game got something right. Alright, now we can use the high wind again, and now do not land the high wind at all. If you land the high wind now, you will not be able to continue, because the game still thinks we are in the Yuffie side quest. So if you get off the high wind now and try to get back in, Cloud will say, first off, I have to do something about her, which is Yuffie. So you can't get back into the high wind because the game thinks you're in the side quest. So do not get off the high wind here. Now that we defeated Diamond, we just go to the northern crater and activate the Midgar raid. And now this is very important. You remember the Midgar raid, right? Where you visit Midgar a second time, you can go to the Shinra HQ again, you fight Proud Clod, you fight Hojo, you get Barret's ultimate weapon, Cait Sith's ultimate weapon, you get the W item Materia, the refight with the Turks, everything, whatever happens, yeah, where Ultima boxed me in. The whole Midgar raid, which is a very big part of the game. But do you know that you can actually skip the entire Midgar raid? Of course, you would not get everything from the Midgar raid, which is a pretty huge loss. But yes, you can completely skip the entire Midgar raid. Like everything I mentioned, you will skip. No conversation with Tifa at the end, no Hojo fight, no Turks fight, no ultimate weapons, no Proud Clod, no W item. Everything in Midgar you just skip. And the thing is, it is so easy to actually skip the Midgar raid, because all you have to do in this cutscene, in this specific cutscene, all you have to do is hold down and right. I will hold down and right now while skipping all the text boxes here. And boom, I'm fighting Hojo. I skipped the entire Midgar raid up until here, and Cloud is invisible for some reason. We have efficiently skipped the entire Midgar raid by just holding down and right during the cutscene. It is so easy to skip the entire Midgar raid for some reason. And as far as I know, in cutscenes, Cloud is actually on the field. He's just invisible. But for some reason, in that cutscene, you can actually move the invisible Cloud. And if you hold down and right, you exit the screen, and for some reason you land here. And that's why Cloud is invisible here too. So you have skipped the entire Midgar raid now. And now we have to fight Hojo without Materia, which is also a pretty interesting battle actually, but we will skip since we have a lot of things to do. Just spam him with limits. Come on, Hojo, die. Okay. We skipped the entire Midgar raid, we defeated Hojo, we skipped all of this. Now we also skip this as fast as we can, where everyone parts off and comes back. I see that my stream is already 64 minutes. Perfect. Nintendo 64. Right timing. So yeah, we will be having a lot of... okay, let's say we will definitely have another stream, because I still have a lot to show, and this is like the third thing I'm showing. I have much more save files ready for weird jank like this, so... But granted, this is the biggest one. The this is the biggest jank that I'm showing, so this takes a while. At least the Midgar raid does not skip this cutscene here. To me, one of the best cutscenes. Don't screw this up in Remake Part 3, Square. I will be mad. I will be mad in general if they screw anything up. Yes, and everyone just ported themselves into the high wind. We never saw how they actually got in here. Which is pretty interesting to think about, since I'm kinda hoping to see that in Remake Part 3, where Cloud says to everyone to leave, and they decide themselves if they will return back to the party. And maybe you can even make it like a bond mechanic. Like, if your bond, let's say if my bond as Cloud is bad with Cait Sith, that Cait Sith would not return at the end of the game to finish the story. That would be crazy if they actually do that. Because in the end, it's up to the character if they want to come back or not. Get wrecked, Keck. Alright, soon we can continue the jank. This is the final cutscene. Yeah, I don't know why we are actually flying with so much high speed out of nowhere. Like, okay, cool. Okay, now we save. I guess I do, because if I mess everything something up now, we will have to see all of that again, and no. So let's just save here. So we do not go to the northern crater here. Oh, also, Yuffie's back, by the way. She still has all our materia, but she's back in the party. Okay, now we go to Wutai. Is my chocobo still there, by the way? Just curious to see. Yes, actually. The chocobo is still there, and this chocobo is also still here. Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, we go to Wutai now. We get off here. And now, this is what I wanted to say. If you try to go back into the high wind, Cloud will say, first I gotta do something about her. So, after the diamond weapon fight, and before the Midgar raid, do not get off the high wind, because you will mess everything up. Because you can't return into the high wind. So, Yuffie is still in our party now, but she still has all our materia because we have nothing. But I can show you that I gave her a specific materia, Bahamut 0. Just so you know, she has a Bahamut 0 materia, which is not stolen, of course, because it's her. But we will not put Yuffie into the group now. So we put her out, because if you put Yuffie into the group now and enter Wutai, you will soft lock the game. So she is in our party. Now we go into Wutai and do everything as normal. We do the side quest. Talk to the Turks here. Because if you put Yuffie in your party here, this is the moment where the game would soft lock probably, because she goes out of here, but she gets blocked by herself, basically. So yeah, do not put her in the party yet. Skip all of this here. And skip all of this. Activate the switch. Now, I guess I was safe here. Now you can put Yuffie in your party. And this is also important where you put Yuffie in your party. I think when I first started the side quest, Yuffie was in the middle. So now I put her back in the middle, because if I put her here, you will soft lock the game, because the game wants to put Yuffie in a specific spot where it doesn't work for some reason. I don't know, don't ask me, but if she was in your party when you started the side quest, put her back to the specific spot where she was, and I think she was in the middle when I started the side quest. So let's save here for good measure if anything happens. And you need to put Yuffie in the group, so it happens what you will see soon. Okay, not yet here. We have to go here first. Oh wait. Do not put her in the party yet, I think. I guess we put her out again. I didn't activate the cutscene with the Turks and Don Corneo yet. I think I have to do that first, just to be safe. Come on. Now we kill all these enemies here. We exit all of this, talk to the Turks. And now you can put her in the party. And for me, I have to put her in the second slot. I will save again, just to make sure. Okay, now we go up here. and start the fight. Now Yuffie is in the background there, but when Cloud comes in, yeah, you can't see Red XIII because he's right behind the thumb, but that's where your second character has to be, I think, for this to work. So now we fight Abs. And because we have Yuffie in our team, and she has the materia I gave her, we can cast Bahamut Zero. We have a materia in this battle, which we should not normally have. So we can just cast Bahamut Zero here. That's why I gave her this. But you don't actually have to give Yuffie any materia. I just gave her Bahamut Zero to show this off. You can cheat anyway here, so yeah, he's dead. Nice. Okay, now we skip all of this. And soon you will see why we did this. Like, what is the reason why we are doing all of this? And it's up to you to decide if this is even worth it to you or not. I guess for some people they will be like, nah, because you have to defeat Diamond Weapon without materia and Hojo. And if you don't decide to skip Midgar raid for the other stuff, you will have to do all of Midgar raid without materia, which is pretty rough. Yeah, and it's fun. That's why I'm showing it. Okay, so this is the spot. This is the spot where Yuffie gives your materia back. And the funny thing is, she gave herself materia because she is the third party member in this case. And what is also funny is in this cutscene, while Yuffie talks, Cloud looks at both party members and nods, indicating that we should just go and don't even listen to her, let's just go. But because Yuffie is the third party member, Cloud will look at Yuffie here and nod and leave, which is pretty funny. He nods at Red, and he looks at Yuffie and nods because she's the third party member. And now the cutscene just repeated. Did you see that? Cloud nodded at Red a second time. Why? And now Cloud nods at Yuffie a second time. This only works if Yuffie is in your party, and that's important in this part. Now we leave. She does it a third time even. Like, she repeated her text boxes 3 times, I think, here. Which is pretty silly. And now the reason why we did all this. Now we have all our materia back. Let's remove everything. Arrange everything. And this is the reason. We have duplicated every single materia that we have. Other than Bahamut Zero, because she had it. That's why I gave her 1 single materia, so I can show you that all the materia you give her will not get duplicated. But everything else, every other materia you had before the Yuffie side quest there, gets duplicated. So you have every materia twice. And this also means, because it is very late into the game, there are only 4 enemy skill materia in the game. But because this is so late in the game, you can actually have 8 enemy skill materia, 1 for each party member. because after Aerith dies, there are only 8 party members, so you can basically give every party member enemy skill in this way. The duplicates are all the same level. So if you have... My Ultima is not mastered, but if my Materia was mastered before I started the side quest, the second copy would also be mastered. As you can see, every Materia has the same level as before. I don't think I had a mastered Materia here at this point because I rushed through. So yeah, if you have mastered Materia and you can do this way, then you have multiple copies of that. And again, you can have 8 enemy skill Materia this way and give 1 to each party member. And the MP absorb here is also not duplicated because this is the Materia we got during the side quest, if you remember from the chest that we opened. That's why this Materia is also not duplicated. This Materia because you find it during the side quest, and Bahamut Zero is not duplicated because I gave that to her to show it off. So yeah, you can duplicate every Materia you have if you do this jank, which is pretty funny. Now, do you want to do this? That's up to you. It takes a while. Okay, I guess I will save, since this is pretty nice to have such a save file. There's still more time to show more things, so let's just continue. Let's continue with the next jank. I guess this next one is not a jank, but this is something most people don't know. So let me show you this. We are in the submarine here. This is a pretty rare thing, because I'm pretty sure most people don't even know this exists. I'm pretty sure you know it, Ben, though. I would guess that you know this. If you don't, I will be surprised, maybe. But if you don't know, then I'm happy to show you. Oh, if this will be the 7th Infantry? Yeah, could be. We will see. Sit in the seat. Start the mission. Now, you remember the sub minigame, right? The one where you can just finish the minigame in 7 seconds. This ultra difficult minigame, which is so difficult I never know how to play. But did you consider what would happen if you actually fail this mission? This is like the easiest mission in the entire game. But what happens if we fail this? Whoa. Camera. You can wait the 10 minutes at the bottom right corner, or you just kill yourself. I think it's faster to just kill yourself here. So let's do this. Mission incomplete. We died. So what happens now? We can still get the huge materia back. Let's hurry. Now you are in this field. We're breaking out of here. I can't swim. We're gonna hop on a torpedo and blast out of here. Don't worry, I won't miss. We don't even have a target. We're just aiming at the sky. Oh, and the soldiers are gone. Okay, you haven't seen this. Okay, that's, yeah. Now I get slapped by a dolphin, and the old man is giving me CPR, and the game over music plays, and the old man runs away and waves. Imagine this on Remake Part 3. And he even says, "Old man, I will remember the CPR." Ugh, it's salty. Let's go to the airport. Junon. I would love to get my hands on a submarine right now. You want it? Then you got it. They're down at the submarine dock underneath Junon. You gotta get what you want while you can. The game over music still plays. Let's go. Okay, so I guess then, where do you need to go again? Let me think. We go back in here. I don't think Cloud does the brush animation anywhere else, actually, where he brushes off his shoulders. Maybe he does, but I just don't remember. So it's also a new animation if that's the case. Because, like, if we had won the mission, we would have a submarine and the huge materia right now. But because we failed the easy minigame, we don't have the huge materia and we don't have a sub. So what happens now? Is a good question. Where do I need to go again? Was it here? Yes, we need to go here. And you will see what will happen next. Now, because you didn't get the sub, the original sub, you need to return to this place, and you might remember this door with the dog. If you get the normal sub, there is no way for you to get into that door, because the dog will always stand in the way. That's because if you fail the submarine, this is where you need to go. Now you need to fight the guards here. Now the dog is still in the way, but you can talk to it. Damn Shinra dogs, we'll take that submarine out of our way. Then the dog goes in and now you can actually get into this room. And then you see this field, which you never see before. We follow the dog. And now we can, the Shinra dog, we can ignore it or we dog nab it. You want a second dog next to Red? Then here you go. You can dog nab it. Shinra dog, I'm gonna dog nab you. Those attackers won't bother us now. And Red 13 even does his howl here for some reason. Now there are even more enemies, but we can just take them hostage. Be grateful, I'm taking you prisoner. You're pretty nice. Thank you. And now we just... take this. Received Shinra sub. And now our submarine is forever red. And like this, you have the red submarine. Forever. This means, though, that you will lose one huge materia. And this also means that you cannot get Bahamut 0. But there is a second way to get Bahamut 0, which is also something I will show, but maybe not today, we will see. So, do you remember down here, hello Emerald, let's just ignore you. Where was it? Here in the corner, I think it was here, or here. Here in the corner usually lies the red submarine after you win the sub minigame. And then you go here with the gray sub and pick up the huge materia. But now, there is no red submarine because you failed the mission. And because you have the red sub now. So now, for this save file, you will always have the red submarine. Which is pretty rare. Not a lot of people know about this, so I felt like showing this off. Because it's also pretty funny with the dog napping it. And the scene, the two fields, the extra fields that you can see, which you don't see otherwise, and the whole room, which is like, which you can't enter because the dog stays in the way. So, yeah, that's nice. Okay, we quit. Now let's show off something with Yuffie again. Let's go into this save file here. This one. Okay, so in this save file I am with Tifa. We lost Clod and we are about to lose Tifa too, where she stays with Clod. And all we have to do here is the following. Before you enter, go to Materia, go to Arrange, and then Exchange. And then scroll all the way down to the last character. Then exit out. And now if we go back in, the cursor saved its position. The cursor still is on the very last character. So we save it like this, we go in. And now we will lose Tifa. One of my favorite soundtracks here. At least I can skip this part right now. Then we skip all of this. Now we officially lose Tifa. We skip all of this. Also, notice in this cutscene, which is pretty weird, I have never noticed this before, but look at Rufus's butt. Yes, I said that. Look at his butt. I skipped through this text, and now he has like a bubble butt or something. Why is this happening? Who knows? I don't know. I never noticed it before. It just looks weird and odd. And now when I skip this text, it's gone. I don't know. Maybe Rufus is hiding something. Or maybe it's just a dress for a short time. Maybe he's dressing up like Cloud, I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, let's continue. Cross-dresser Rufus, fresh from Wall Market. He's going to try and give Cloud his money. The run for his money. I think that's how the line goes. Also, this music is underrated. Okay. Now we're here. We form a party. No matter who we take, we go back. We land the airship. Okay. Now we open the menu, go to Materia, go to Exchange, and you will see, because we lost a character, Tifa, all the characters went up. We are now pointing at garbage memory in this case, for some reason. And you can see at the top, there are 8 times 8, like 2 times 8, I mean, MP plus materia stored in here, in garbage memory. We can't take them though, other than the first 2. So now, whenever you lose a character in this game, before you lose them, go to Exchange, scroll down to the last character, and after the character leaves the party, you can grab 2 extra MP pluses. So now you have 2 MP plus materia out of nowhere. You grabbed them from garbage memory, basically. But the thing is, you can actually store something in here. Let's see, I have the Bahamut materia and the Neo-Bahamut materia, and I can store them in my garbage memory. And now, if I scroll up and scroll back down, I can't reach the garbage memory anymore. So my Bahamut and Neo-Bahamut materia are gone forever. They are lost. I cannot return to it. And I grabbed myself 2 extra MP plus materia. But wait, doesn't Yuffie leave us when we do the Yuffie side quest? So what happens if she leaves? Can we then reach Bahamut and Neo-Bahamut again? So let's see what happens if we activate the Yuffie side quest now. We go here, we go to Exchange, scroll down to the last character, yes. Now we go into Wutai. Do all of this. Alright, the music is gone again, but never mind. We lost Yuffie, so we go back to Materia, Exchange, and my stored Bahamut and Neo-Bahamut materia are still there. And now I can put them up, back inside. And because she stole all our materia, we now have Bahamut and Neo-Bahamut to use in this side quest where you should not have materia. So you can pick 2 materia of your choosing. Like if you already have Knights of the Round, pick Knights of the Round and MP plus, and you can take them with you for this side quest where you should not be allowed to have materia. You can pick 2 materia of your choosing for this side quest. Of course, you can't go back into the Highwind. So yeah, you can do the Yuffie side quest with 2 materia that you like. In this case, I just put Bahamut and Neo Bahamut to show it off. We won't do this now since there's no need, but yeah, just pick 2 materia of your choosing. All you have to do is, before you lose a character, go to Arrange, Exchange, and scroll down to the last character. And then continue the story, lose the character, come back in to Materia, Arrange, Exchange. And then you can grab 2 MP plus materia from garbage memory and store 2 of your materia in there. But I wouldn't recommend the storing so much, since it's only good for this side quest, basically. Because if you mess something up, you will lose the materia forever. So be careful with that. Yeah, that's more jank for you. Spaghetti code. This game is barely holding on with how it works. Alright, I guess I will show one last thing today. And then we can quit. And we can do this now. And I still have all of this for you. And here I also have something. So we still have a lot to show. But let's do this first. Alright, in this save file I am at the very start of the game. In Midgar, I just defeated Rufus. Tifa is waiting for me there. Now we talk to her. And now, during this cutscene, we mash X while Aerith is riding the elevator, and suddenly we can move. It's very easy. Normally, we should not be able to move in this cutscene, but if you mash the X button or the circle button, depending on which version you play, if you mash the button while the elevator is going down, you can actually move Aerith during this cutscene, which you should not be able to. So we continue. Activate this cutscene. Now we have a broken text box because of this. If we skip this text box, we can move again. So, yeah, we can look around in the Shinra building as Aerith because of this. And the most funny thing, I mean, if you remember this cutscene, Barret is like, I'll go on ahead, I will go out and shoot the people, and then he will say, oh no, we are surrounded, we need to exit with the bike or whatever. So it is funny if you just go outside, just walk off, and then you notice there's nobody. Barret was actually lying to us. You could have just exited the building like this. So Barret is a liar. Confirmed. Barret sucks. And now we can go up the stairs with Aerith. Which is pretty funny. But Aerith's model will be invisible here because she is not supposed to be here. So, did you ever think you could go up the stairs with an invisible Aerith? I didn't think so. But you can. And then you can Aerith soldier training, yeah, for more endurance. Then you can enter the elevator here, and this is also funny. I can speak here, to the thing, and all my key cards are removed. I guess the game removes it from you after the Rufus fight, or whatever. So we can only go to 60, and we press on it, we go up, but the game says you don't have a card key. So I skipped this text box that says we don't have a card key, and now we can move in this tiny elevator, and the elevator is still going up, and we can't do anything here. So Aerith will forever just go up this elevator for eternity, and yeah. We don't have a card key. We can still activate this. It still says you don't have a card key, but you could say this might be a soft lock. But what would you do if you are on a moving elevator and you want to get off the elevator? What would you do? Wait for the elevator to stop? Or maybe you do it like Aerith and you just walk off. Just walk off with style. So, yeah, pretty funny what you can do here. Does it work if we go back down? Do I activate the cutscene here again? I wonder? Yes, I do. Okay. Then I can show you something else, maybe? We can activate this cutscene here. We skip this. We just leave. Then we can completely go back. In this field, Aerith is also invisible since she is not supposed to be here. And now the most... Oh. For some reason we are Cloud in the screen. Again. But if I go into my menu, I still have my party. Aerith, Barret, and Red. But we are playing Cloud here for some reason. The game is completely confused at this point. In this screen, Cloud's model loads, but if we go down here, it's invisible. And this is the worst part about this. Now we have to go through all of this invisible. But there's no need to show that because there's nothing else you can do in Midgar with invisible Aerith. But I can try to go back. Let's see what happens. No idea where I am, but it looks good. At least you have the cursor, so that works. And now we are Cloud again. And here we are Aerith. And now you can run around here in wall markered as Aerith. Which is funny. But there's nothing really that you can do here other than just run around. Do they say something else here? It seems not. So yeah, you can walk around as Cloud, as invisible Aerith, or visible Aerith here. I guess Aerith can sleep in her bed now. Oh, you can actually sleep here. Cool. Does something happen? No. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for today. I gotta rest my throat. I talked a lot. And there is still a lot of things to show. I am looking at my notes right now, and we still have some interesting things to show off. A ghost more for the train graveyard. Yes, that's very well said. So yeah, that's what kind of jank you can do in this game. I guess I will just quit the stream here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time we will continue with more jank. Some more interesting, some less interesting, but still worth to show. So let's continue next time with this funny stream, funny jank. And yeah, I don't have much to say anymore, so stay clean. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and see you in the next stream for more jank in Final Fantasy VII. See you next time.